Corporation holds a note receivable as an investment. At the end of the June, 100 of the interest revenue has been earned. So generalize the accrued revenue adjustment at June 30. Right? All you need to do, you need to adjust this 100 revenue as your adjustment. Revenue received but not been collected. Cash is not going to be received here, but revenue occurred. So what will be the entry here? Just write it down. You have 5 minutes to take the picture and send it to the group. Okay. Meanwhile, I pause the recording here. Okay. So in this situation, you have to make entry of this line here, this transaction. So at the end of the June, $100 of interest revenue has been earned. So their services, they are providing services for interest. So interest is their sales. So sales occurred, but they didn't receive the money. And they didn't receive the money, you create account receivable. Sale increase, credit, account receivable increase, debit. Right? Entry would be account receivable to interest revenue. Right? Okay, before the unearned revenue, let's take a 10 minutes break. Then we start from over there. Okay, guys, welcome back after a break. Okay, let's talk about the unearned revenue. The last part, I think, of the adjusting account entries. So the unearned revenue, as its name implies, unearned, which means you receive the cash before the revenue is going to be recorded. So unearned revenue is basically regarded as liability. So unearned revenue occurs when customer deposits the money at first, right? You receive the cash in advance. So it's going to be occurred when you subscribe for magazines or for any clubs like fitness club, music club, dance club. So you pay, or the organization receive the subscription in advance. It means all the years sale they receive in advance. In airline tickets, right? You purchase the tickets, service is not being delivered. You didn't, travel from A point to B point. Instead, you receive, or you pay. Basically, you pay the money of that service or of that revenue in advance. And it can be a rent in advance as well. If you are providing renting services, the other party provide you rent in advance. For you, it is unearned rent revenue, and for them, it is prepaid rent. But we see company's perspective. Let's talk about this. Unearned revenue. Suppose Home Depot engages Freddie Auto Service Corporation to perform routine oil changes on Home Depot trucks. Routine oil changes. And they're agreeing to pay $400 monthly, beginning immediately. So they basically paying the upfront or paying the services in advance. So that is, they already paid you at the start of the month, right? If Freddy's collects the first amount on 15th of July, then Freddy record the transaction as, so you see, they receive the money in advance, so service is not yet been delivered, so we create a liability, right? So we receive money in advance, cash increase debit, right? And unearned revenue increase. Unearned revenue is our liability increase, it's credit. So unearned revenue, right? Since this business is basically service business, so that's why we write it down service here. Don't just worry. If you even you write unearned revenue, it is okay, right? So you just transfer these values to your ledger accounts, T accounts here. It would be like this, right? Now, what happened? The June 30 unadjusted trial balance, the unearned service revenue with a 400 credit balance. During the last 15 days of the month, Friday will earn one half of the 400 or 200. On June 30th, Friday makes the following adjustment. So basically, they are trying to say that on June of 30th, basically, they receive the money on June 15, and now they are closing the books, or they are closing the books for June. At June 30, they are eligible for the half of the revenue, or 200, as a revenue option. Now, which two accounts are going to be used here? Number one, of course, now you earned it. It means revenue. Revenue is going to be there. Plus, we opened this against the unearned revenue. So unearned revenue is going to be decreased, and the earned revenue, which is the service revenue or revenue, is going to be increased. So service revenue increase means credit, unearned revenue will decrease, which is our liability. Our liability decrease, which means debit. So here, unearned revenue to service revenue. So it means among that 400, this liability is now decreases by 200, and 200 will go to our service revenue. So here we go, right? So this is the previous account details. So don't worry about where it comes from. This is previous one. So our concern is about right here, because we don't have the full picture here, right? So we have completed the adjusting of the accounts here. So remember, we have just, going through the summary here. So when we have prepaids, prepaid means we already pay the cash first. When we pay the cash first, it means that become our asset. So what will be the entry? When you pay the cash first, entry would be prepaid expense to cash. If the expense is rent, you call this prepaid rent expense. And if supplies, so you can say that supplies is just supplies. Prepaid, you can say that salaries, prepaid tax, whatsoever, right? You just write it down the name of the expense as well. Prepaid rent expense, prepaid tax expense, it's like that. Cash, and when later what happened, you make adjusting entry. So this is basically the adjusting entry. Expense to prepaid expense, because we created this expense, this prepaid expense, and now we need to decrease that one. So decrease mean the opposite one. So if we are making it debit here, so here we make it credit against the expense, right? The unearned revenue, so it means you receive cash first. When you receive cash first, you create a liability here. So here you increase the liability when you actually earned it, then you decrease the liability against the revenue. So what is the normal entry when sale happen? Cash to sale, right? Cash to revenue. So whenever there is unearned, so you see cash to unearned revenue to revenues. It means unearned revenue and unearned revenue here is debit, credit cancels, right? Right? Liability increase mean credit, liability decrease mean debit. So basically we are minusing, we are deducting, we are decreasing this account. So that's why we make these adjusting entries. The next one is accrued expenses, which means cash is going to be paid later. So when the expense occurred, you make expense to payable, and then you make adjusting entry, which is pay later means cash is paying to be late. So when you record it, you create payables. So you decrease the payable account according to your payment. Accrued revenue, similarly, accrued revenue and receivable are going to hit these two accounts. So it means you will receive the money later. When you receive the money later, you create a receivable. So when you receive the cash, you decrease the receivable here. That is the adjustment. And then the summary, the two purposes of adjusting entries are measuring the income and updating the balance sheet. So remember, on balance sheet, we have prepaid accounts. We also have unearned account. We have assets account. We have liability accounts as well. So we need to adjust those accounts, right? And in between, they have depreciation as well, right? So we need to adjust three kinds of account: deferrals, accrued, and depreciation. So therefore, every adjusting entry affects both income statement and balance sheet. When it hit the balance sheet, it means we are updating the balance sheet. When it hit the income statement account, it means we are updating or we are measuring the income, right? So here is the summary as well. So prepaid expense, right? The type of the account is basically expense account, right? But okay, type of the account, debit or credit. Here in the category of adjusting entry, prepaid account is credited, expense is debited. So prepaid, basically prepaid rent is going to be, entry would be expense to prepaid rent, prepaid rent expense to prepaid rent, or prepaid salaries to salary expense. So this is like that. Similarly, the depreciation expense to contra account, which means accumulated depreciation. Accrued expense entry would be expense to the liability or whatsoever. It is unearned liability or it is salary payable or whatsoever. Accrued revenue, we create an asset which is account receivable to the service revenue or revenue. Unearned is our liability, we create liability, right? When we record the adjusting entry, then liability is going to be decrease. Decrease in liability means debit, so liability to revenue. So this is just the logic. That's it. If you are comfortable with this exhibit as well, you can just remember this as well. Okay, that's all for our today's lecture. If you have anything to talk about, you can talk about that. You can also send me the message personally on WeChat, and also you can talk about the group discussion in our WeChat group as well. Any question?
No question.
No question for me, sir.
Okay, okay, Coco, Dijodi, Lota, Chloe, Wuxiong.
Yes.
No more
There's
questions?
no question.
It's clear, sir.
Okay, we are going to end our meeting here. So until then, take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.